Hey guys, it's Riley, and I'm going to talk Warped Tour. Long story short, Warped Tour is amazing because there are so many bands there, and it's for the price of $50. You get in, and then you only have to buy lunch if you don't bring your own type of lunch. But anyway, I was given $40 for Warped Tour, which isn't a lot, but if you use it wisely, you do get a lot. So I didn't buy lunch or dinner because we left early enough that we didn't need to buy dinner. I brought protein bars. I brought 3 of them, and I ate breakfast at home, and then I just ate those throughout the day because you're constantly walking. You want to make sure you have enough in your body so you don't pass out, which would seriously suck. So I ate those throughout the day as my lunch, even though I didn't really have a lunch. And so that, I didn't have to spend any money on food, even though the 2 friends that I went with, they did. And so I bought 2 bracelets and 3 CDs and a necklace thing from To Write Love on Our Arms that I do not have because it is packed up, because we are getting ready to move from this house to another house. Otherwise I would have that with me. But what I got for $40, so this album was $10. These 2 albums together were $10, so here is $20. These 2 bracelets together were also $10, so here is $30. So the dog tag necklace was $5, so there is $35, so I had $5 left. But I had bought this map thing at the beginning, which was $2. I don't even remember what the last $3 I spent. I don't even know if I spent them. But if you spend your money wisely, you can get quite a bit of things. And then we just got dinner. My parents took us to Applebee's and we got dinner after that. But you can get a lot if you choose it. But every year I get a bracelet from a band I have never heard of or never listened to. And I have never heard of 4 Year Strong, or at least listened to them. So I got it. And then I came home and listened to them. And that is what I do every year. I'm going to get one every year that I do not know, and that's just going to be something I do. And they're only $5, so you can scrounge around $5 extra. So that is something I do every year. But the next thing is, we're so lucky on this day because we went into the amphitheater, and then we were walking. We walked in and we went left, which took us around the amphitheater, and then we go in, and then if you go out, you can take it around like the way we came, or you can go over a bridge and go over to more stages and more tents and all that. So we walk in and we take it the short way that doesn't really have a whole lot into the amphitheater, and we walk on the upper level concrete thing in there, and we look down and see State Champs are getting ready to play. So we hurry up and run down to the crowd, and sadly we didn't get there quick enough because we didn't know they were playing. So we got in and we tried to go up as far as we could, but we did not get front, sadly. So we did that, and then we left the stage and started going to the rest of the place that we hadn't seen yet. So we start walking. I try to find my friend. Meeting up, trying to find someone in Warped Tour is the hardest thing to ever do because there are so many people, you don't know where anything's at, and all this stuff. So I finally meet up with her, and I had already gone by the State Champs tent and got their album and the We Are the In Crowd tent, but I didn't buy anything because I was going to wait for the signing, but I ended up buying something before. But we turn around and we start walking to I think it was the Electric Soul stage at that time. But we were walking and we see them getting ready to get this picture with this warhead thing. And so we meet up with them, we talk a little bit, and then we go back and split up, do our separate things. So we turn around and are walking back the way we came. And lucky enough, we walked at the perfect time because there was a line and we were just looking around trying to figure out what it was. We look and see Derek Descanio from State Champs taking pictures with fans, so we run into that line and get a picture. So I got a picture with Derek Descanio. So we finally are done and we start walking around again. We go see some bands and then we go to, so by this time it's about 3-ish, and our band that we have been waiting to see all day, We Are the In Crowd, was performing at 4:45. So we go ahead and stand in line for about 45 minutes to get food. I didn't get food, but my two other friends wanted food. So we stand in line for about 45 minutes before we finally get food. So by this time our feet are killing us. We just want to sit down so we can have fun when we are watching We Are the In Crowd. So we go up to the seats in the amphitheater, sit down, and they eat, and I eat a protein bar because I didn't want to spend any money on food. So we eat and all that, and so we head down to We Are the In Crowd where they are performing. So the way they perform, they have 2 stages and they just go back and forth. One will be performing here while the next band is getting set up, and then the next band, and just go like that. So we get down there right when the band on the We Are the In Crowd side is done playing. So we inch our way up front. So it took 2 sets to get up to the front. So we got literally at the barricades to see them. So we had fun out We Are the In Crowds, and we jump around, have fun, and we were front row to that. And I was really excited because we didn't get front row when we went to their concert back in March and stuff, and so that is over and we leave to book it to their signing because their signing was an hour later, and when we get there was already a line, so we were lucky enough to get it signed by them. I also got a State Champs poster signed, but altogether this day was amazing. And then we go and see We the Kings, and then we leave, and it's only like 6 something. We didn't want to see any of the other bands, and we were in so much pain because we had been walking all day. We only got to sit down when it was lunchtime. Well, not lunchtime, when they were eating and stuff. So we wanted to get out of there and sit down. My friend, she almost tripped and fell onto her face because her legs were so tired. She tripped over flat cement, like her foot's, like, she didn't pick her foot up far enough, and so it slipped, or not slipped, it like skidded over the cement, making her trip. So before that, we could not figure out how to get out of the amphitheater. We go and ask someone, and they sent us to the other side of the amphitheater. There is no exit there. So we walk back around and just go out the exit we were originally at. So we walk around the entire amphitheater, which is huge. It is a good mile, maybe a little more, to walk around the entire amphitheater, which we had to do. So we finally get out of the amphitheater, and we're not even sure if that was the correct exit, so we're like, screw this. We can just walk around the entire amphitheater again to find where your parents pick you up at. So we just keep walking and walking, and that is where she almost trips. So it seems like we're going into where like all the tour buses and stuff, where the bands are for like where they stay, and we were freaking out because we didn't know if we're allowed back there, and we didn't want to like look stupid not knowing how to get out of the place. And so we realized that either we just keep turning and we won't go into there, so we keep walking and walking and walking for forever it feels like. So we finally get to a place where we see people who work at the amphitheater, so we're like, where is the pickup place where your parents can pick you up? And they're like, oh, you're at it. So we were relieved that we found the place and did not get lost or in trouble for being in a place we are not supposed to be. And so my parents had texted me saying that they were already there, but we get to the parking lot and we could not find them. So I was about to call them and we see them. So by this time it had taken us near an hour to get from the amphitheater to the car, which because no one would give us the correct directions. If they would have given us the correct directions at first, we could have cut our time in half. So by the time we get to the car, and we are just freaking out because we finally get to sit down, our feet are killing us, and so they take us to Applebee's, and we are all dreading it because we have to stand up again. But long story short, that day was amazing, and the way you know you did good at Warped Tour was your feet are hurting. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. So yeah,